Greetings. I am Prime Creator. I am the one who created planets, galaxies, and universes. I am also the one who created you and everyone else in this world and around this world. I am who I am. I am Prime Creator. I am here, my children, to deliver my message. My message today is that I am not very pleased with you, my children, because I have been teaching you all my life to be still and listen to your heart. You are beings who never die. It's like the universe. It doesn't have a beginning and it doesn't have an end. It's always there, and a new life is always being created. And I love to make new planets, new galaxies, and new universes. I am busy. I am always very busy, and I have been working with the Galactic Federation on a plan that will bring freedom to this planet. My dear children, you forgot the basics on what you need to do. You're expecting from us to do all the work for you. I need to tell you that it doesn't work this way. You came here as starseeds and spiritual beings to help Earth evolve and ascend to fifth dimension, and you got stuck here because of the dark forces who enslaved you and forced you to stay here. We know how many years you have been stuck on this planet. We are aware of that. But I need to tell you, you're blaming others and not taking responsibility on what happened on Earth yourselves. You're the ones who never questioned anything, why and what. You just followed all of these rules, and with each year, you're following more and more rules. You were so involved with your lives that you didn't even question the government or anybody at all on what they were doing to you. They were doing to you whatever they wanted to do. They never gave you anything in return, just a little piece of bread and a little glass of water, and that glass of water was just half full. It was never even full. You just followed and gave all your freedom away for nothing in return. Now I decided to come because I see and I know what's going on here and what is happening in every galaxy. I am connected to each being and planet through consciousness, what we call universal consciousness, so I don't need to be in that place to know what's going on. Me, the counselors, Galactic Federation, and the rest of Lightworkers and others have been putting a lot of effort and work to protect Earth and bring this planet to a new age. In the meantime, my dear children, you have been having too much time on your hands because you never put your time where you needed to. You just started celebrating like Earth is completely free and it moved to 5D. No, my dear ones, you're still in the transition phase, and as Mother Earth said it herself, she is in 5D and she will leave you behind because she can't wait until you make up your mind and start moving where she is going. What I want to say is you need to put yourself together and stop feeling like a victim with this whole virus situation. You brought it on your own head by keeping your head in the sand. Yes, it was created to destroy humanity, but it's not going to happen because we are overlooking from the other side to make sure that nothing is going to happen to this planet and the people on it. Yes, some people are leaving their physical bodies, but they didn't try to keep their bodies. They didn't fight for their physical bodies because they never put any effort to it. Not doing their meditation, not trying to get awake and find out what's really going on in the world, why the world is the way it is. So it's natural, since they believe in duality, that the virus can kill them. So the virus has been killing them. I didn't plan to come here. I have, as you would say here, too much going on. But I couldn't just stay a hide on the side and not say something about it by watching you, listening, and hearing you what you're doing here. What are you celebrating right now? There is nothing to celebrate. The human life is getting destroyed by the virus. It's very sad because life is very precious and highly respected in the universe. There are thousands and thousands of people who are leaving their physical bodies. Some sources say because it's karmic that they ended their contract. It's not true. They didn't end their contract. They were practically forced out of their bodies, not because they wanted to go, because their physical body couldn't handle it anymore. They didn't do anything to maintain their body by not bringing it to the light and keeping it in the light. I am here to tell you, my children, that you need to start doing your work if you really want to move to 5D. And I am aware that a lot humanity is doing their work, but they can't move to 5D because part of humanity doesn't want to get awake. It doesn't want to do it. Or they are awake, but they just don't want to do the work. I am sorry, I don't want to be the one to tell that if you don't do the work, you will end up going back to 3D or even 2D. You will continue the same life where you left off, or you will continue in the same or lower density planet. Believe me, I want for you to move and celebrate a new life with everyone, the galactics, me, ascended masters, and everyone else who have been watching and working so hard to bring Earth to ascension into fifth dimension. So please, pick yourself up and stop finding excuses not to do what you need to do. And believe me, I love you all dearly. You are all my children, and you are all creators too. You just forgot who you are. You can create and make planets and galaxies too, but by being and living here as a human and being controlled by the dark forces, you lost your identity and you forgot how to think and question your surroundings. Look right now at the full picture. You follow everything your government tells you to do. The government tells you to put a mask on your face, you will put a mask on your face. The government tells you to sit at home, you sit at home. You don't do anything to protect yourself from anything, like the virus or anything else. But think about it. The government right now is daily taking away all of your rights as a free being, chipping them away one day at a time, and you do nothing about it. I am not saying you need to become a revolutionary and start going on the street and demanding your rights back. You can do that on a spiritual level by taking your time, sitting and connecting to me and the universe through meditation, by being one with the universe, being still, and being in the moment. Instead of keep running around and not finding the space for yourself, because right now you can't even sit still and follow the rules. You still drive around, you try to do something you're not supposed to. You can use that time more wisely by helping everyone move the ascension process quicker. And we on our end are sending you all of the energies and all the help we can to bring this process to the end, the 5D end. My dear children, I didn't want to come here and scold you and tell you what you're not doing, and I know that you know deep inside your soul that you're not doing anything for yourself, because you're not happy. You were never happy and you never questioned why you're not happy. You're thinking because it had something to do with your job or your circumstances, but think about it. You have been robbed from everything since you came here to this body. Your wealth, joy, harmony, and your peace. You basically became like a machine without joy and satisfaction. You're the ones who are helping me create new worlds and do amazing things in the galaxy because you are powerful spiritual beings with amazing talents. But everything was taken away from you, including your memories of who you really are. We know why, but I am not going to go to the history how this planet was enslaved and why it happened. It's not important right now. What is important right now is that we all together, me and the rest of spiritual beings on the other side, and you and everyone around the globe, come and unite and put our hands together and just do our spiritual work. Then everything will change in a second, because things are changing right now, at this moment, as you're reading my message. A lot of things are going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of. You need to understand there is a lot of information and misinformation in the media and everywhere, and through the channels too. I am not trying to diminish any channels. I am just saying you need to use your own judgment. You need to feel through your heart and your soul what is the truth and what is not. I love you, my dear children, and I will always love you, and I will help you reach ascension to fifth dimension. This why I am Prime Creator. I was chosen to play that role. And please, stop questioning the channelers, because I noticed some groups question the channelers if this is a real being who came through. Yes, they are real. This is why they come through here. It's not your imagination, and it's not their imagination. The spirits come through the right channels who have been open. For us, this is a spiritual telepathic communication channel, which is so important for us right now. I want to tell you that in some of the light beings, part of them is still asleep, even though they are channeling messages, because they need to put their ego aside and stop trying to be a celebrity. They need to stop focusing so much on their own success and do what they came here for, to help humanity in the ascension process by being a clear channel, telling only the truth with their messages and not putting their own opinion in the messages. Instead of putting their own opinion or questioning the channeling, you just go with the flow and just put on the paper the information that you received, even if it sometimes doesn't make any sense for you. Just process it and send it to the light sources so they can deliver the messages to the rest of the world. And don't worry about it. I understand why it happens, because then you read the message, you say, wait a minute, you start questioning that whole channeling, and then you try to improve that message. And then it ends up that the whole channeling has been changed. And this not why we come here. We come here to tell you the truth, and maybe it's not always the truth you want to hear, but it's still the truth, and it's good because you're still learning from this truth, and you're going forward with this truth. I know from being and working with you in the past how wonderful all of you are. You just forgot, and it's okay. You will wake up soon, and we all will meet together as a big family, and we will start creating again wonderful things together. You won't need to worry anymore about money, bills, and etc. It will be a beautiful and a wonderful world, so please trust me and trust yourself, because we are all one. There is no separation, no beginning, and no end. You live forever. You just change the form, but that's going to change too. You will be able to live as long as you want and change the form when you want to change and not be forced out of it. I am really happy to be here today. I was a little concerned on how I will come through this channel because of my power and my high energy, but I see it's okay. The channel is fine, so this means that I will be back again, and I am hoping the next time the message will be filled with more joyful news. All of this chaos, misunderstandings, fears, and everything else that is going on will pass. I am looking forward for amazing, beautiful, and happy times for the light beings on Mother Gaia. I am sending you all my love and support. From Ascended Masters, Galactic Federation, counselors, and everyone else who are participating in this amazing first time ever ascension process. I am Prime Creator. Thank you. Channeled by Erena Velazquez. For the light beings on Mother Gaia, I am sending you all my love and support. From Ascended Masters, Galactic Federation, counselors, and everyone else who are participating in this amazing first time ever ascension process. I am Prime Creator. Thank you. Channeled by Erena Velazquez.